recording. But yeah, hello everyone. So today, I can't remember if I said this last stream, but we're not doing an Psssttt stream today. I was kind of wanting to start Psssttt 22, which I think is Justice for All. I can't remember if Psssttt 22 is just Justice for All, or if it's Trials and Tribulations. I've got to adjust my camera because I had an online uni session yesterday. That's what I'm talking about now. So I'm gonna rub that off the whiteboard. I have a lot of stuff on my whiteboard, and most of them are from Monday and Wednesday. So I had uni online yesterday. It was yesterday. So I had to adjust my camera so that they couldn't see the whiteboard, because despite the fact that my camera is inverted, I felt like it would be weird if they could just see stuff about video essays that I've watched on Doritos horror games. Okay, that was the main topic of the video, but the video I watched talked about 2 promotional Doritos horror games. So yeah, anyways, let's talk about what we're doing on Ozwork before I get into any story times. And I need to turn my music on. I'm gonna turn it up to like 80%. Where is this zombie? I swear. But yeah, so today on Ozwork, right there, I can go down. But yeah, today on Ozwork, we are finishing the Sniffer farm that we started the other week, like it wasn't last week, it was like 2 weeks ago, I think, like 2-ish weeks ago. And I think all my villagers are upstairs somewhere in my house, or have just absolutely disappeared. I have no idea where a lot of them have gone off to. I think they're moving upstairs. Yeah, so we're finishing off the Sniffer farm. I have stuff to finish off the Why is that just zombies? Are they... Where were they? Did they just spawn? Where are zombies spawning? Are zombies spawning in my house? And like killing my villagers? Villager or my mending villager? Okay, my mending villager, he's chilling in it. Zombies like killing my villagers, and that's why I haven't seen them in a while. Otherwise I know. But I have my cartographer here. Are all my villagers up here? Are all my villagers up here? Somehow. I built that fence so that they couldn't get out. But now that I think about it, I've literally only seen like 3 of my villagers today, while I've just been on doing stuff. So I don't know where the rest of them are. But I can hear a ton of them. Like literally the only villagers I've seen are like one of my cartographers. One of my like weaponsmiths. There's my cartographer down there. And then I literally sealed that off so that it couldn't get out. But where have my villagers gone? And then this guy, my armorer. And then obviously my mending villager. Where have all my villagers gone then? Will I have to breed up more villagers? Maybe. I'm not entirely sure though. I haven't seen a lot of my villagers. Unless they've just like escaped out into the world somewhere. I haven't seen a lot of my villagers in ages, actually, now that I think about it. New environment. But yeah, I think I may need to keep them in the other room in my sandstone room, in this room here. Have they just disappeared? This is so strange. I don't think there's any path for them to escape. But they may have been killed, maybe? I don't know how, like, zombies and stuff can get in. And there's none of that. I literally had to put trapdoors so that they wouldn't escape. And there's none down there. I know that I was just down there and not long ago. Like, they can't get up here, obviously, because... Oh, wait, have they died from fall damage, maybe? Okay, I may have to keep them in, like, specific areas. Okay, there's fishermen somewhere. There's obviously my cartographer guy here. Who doesn't want to move from here for some reason. See, I have a lot of hidden places in this place, so maybe it's just... There's a fisherman up there. And then... Have they all just... And then... They've all hidden themselves in here. Oh my god, they've all just hidden themselves in there. Like, the fishermen will be fine because they are, you know, the barrels are there. But oh my god, I was wondering where they went. They just hid themselves in here because they can't obviously jump up this scaffolding. Oh my god, that's where they've been. Okay. Okay, that's where they've been. Okay. I was so confused. Okay, so let me talk about this week. So on Monday, I got some work done. I had to finish off some work for uni and just like go over some stuff. And I watched 2 like video essays. One was on the lost media of horror games by Purple Doe. That video was great. Both were about an hour-ish long. I think the lost media of horror games was about 58 minutes long, and the other one I watched was about an hour and 5 minutes long-ish. But yeah, so I'm gonna talk about the lost media of horror games first. So apparently those Doritos horror games, and I haven't looked too far into these, but apparently Doritos made like promotional or like had promotional like horror games made called Asylum 626 and Hotel 626. And I don't, like I said, I don't know much about these. I don't know much about these games at all. They've kind of become, like the title of the video suggests, lost media. Oh yeah. The reason I have my big light on instead of my fairy lights is because they've just both stopped working. They just don't work anymore. So yeah, I'll get onto other stuff. So yeah, anyways, back onto the video. So apparently they're like lost media because because obviously the promotional material, they weren't meant to like be online for a while. So they weren't meant to be online for a while, so they got taken down. So yeah, we just got some torches to finish this place off. Hopefully this will be enough. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know too much about Asylum 626 and Hotel 626. I'll look them up now actually. Hotel 66 Asylum. Okay, I'm looking on this site called Lost Media. I'm looking on the Lost Media wiki. So let me see. So Hotel 66 was a browser game released on October 31st, 2008, while the sequel Asylum 66 was released a year later. Both games were made and published by Snackstrong Studios, which was a fictional studio that Doritos came up with. They were intended as a Halloween marketing stunt to bring back their two dead flavors, those flavors being Black Pepper Jack and Jack and Smoking Cheddar Barbecue. As a result of this stunt, both games have been well received at the time because of its unique premise and its nature. Okay, so this is going to be about on the gameplay. This is going to be on the gameplay. I won't go over like the trailers or anything like that. So in order to play either of these games, you have to be played specifically around, specifically between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. No, it is possible to play anytime by changing the internal clock of your computer, which is decently easiest to do, I think. The first game, which is Hotel 66, has you running around the haunted hotel to escape the place while you encounter and deal with hostile entities along the way. These range from speaking a possessed maid by using the camera's flashing her, lulling a demon baby to sleep by spinning the music box correctly and then carefully balancing yourself against the floorboard so the baby won't wake up and kill you. Solving a cryptic coded puzzle to escape a room with an unknown individual beside you strapped up with a straitjacket. Browsing through photos of people and clicking the repertoire which leads you to the next room. And running through the hallways while a voice guides you to the exit. Entering your phone number in-game would get you an actual phone call that does the same thing. Once you do that, you'll get an actual phone call at the middle of the night that tells you haven't really escaped from the hotel. The second game, however, is very different from the first game. Rather than escaping the hotel, you are in an asylum being operated by doctors while bizarre footage is played. One of the interactive aspects of the game involves you dodging the chainsaw of some unknown murderer or hiding in a closet after they killed your parents. Looking at the dark forces of the sink, keeping off by using your flashlight and choosing to sacrifice. Yeah, so they can only be available through there's no way to get them back. I don't think you can get it back through like the Wayback Machine or anything like that. And the only way to really experience it is through like gameplay footage uploaded on YouTube, because YouTube had been going for like a couple of years at this point. And I find it so fascinating that they're just games that just become completely unplayable. You can't like get them anywhere. Or like I find this to be actually quite a unique kind of promotional material, because of just like, you know, no one really did like kind of interactive promotional games like around this time. The only like companies I would think that would do this are obviously the game studios, you know. There was Silent Hill PT that came out I think 6 years after this. I think it came out in like 2014. I think PT came out in like 2014, I believe. I need to go back to pick out. But yeah, I think PT came out in 2014. But yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of a lot of other like companies doing something like this. I don't think I've ever heard of a lot of other companies like doing promotional games, just because, you know, it's going to be quite expensive to, you know, make a game, and you know the only people who are going to make it like promotional material, you know, like promotional games, or playable teasers, stuff like that, are gonna be, and like demos and stuff are gonna be, game companies, not necessarily companies like Doritos, and I think this was such an interesting kind of form of promotion to take. Like, why specifically a game? I mean, I don't know how effective it was. So obviously in 2008, I was, at that time, I was 8. No, I wasn't 8 in 2008. My sister was 8 in 2008. I was 3 in 2008. So obviously I don't know kind of the whole thing that happened with this game. So yeah. Come on then. There we go. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come in. That arrow. Come on there, but yeah, so I don't know how successful Asylum 626 and Hotel 626 were. It must have been somewhat successful. Yeah, I don't think Doritos has ever done something similar since. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they did something similar in maybe in later years. I don't know, or earlier than that. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, I'm gonna try and get at least some sniffers in here. Come on in then. The question is, will they actually sniff the mud? I think they do. And so the flesh I was shocked by the zombie earlier, they do actually, items do drop in the mud in the instant. Also, apart from blocking it, so I'm not using it. I finally managed. But yeah, I finally managed to finish off of this, which was just putting in all the chests and the hoppers below this. Oh, come on, get in it, get in it. Come on in, get in it. Sniffers are going in. Why did I Let's stick to pickaxes and a shovel. There's plenty of grass out here. Let's just put some oak leaves that maybe here. Let's have it. So yeah, weird promotional material, but I think it's really kind of cool, kind of way to promote stuff. Like I said, I don't know if they ever did something like that again. I don't know if they ever will. So yeah, go on then. What was the other video essay I watched on the day? It was called Femininity is horror game. Femininity is horror games, and women part 1 by Vivi Chadane. That is a phenomenal video essay. They they talked about some of my favorite like horror games like Franbo and Alice Mando's Returns, and they also touched on Little Nightmares. I don't remember too much about the video essay, but I just know that it was a great video essay. It's a great video essay. Have I? Let me see. Okay, they haven't uploaded like a part 2 to it. So yeah, it's an hour and 10 minutes. Let me see. They talked about, I think they talked about Silent Hill and what are the other games that they talked about? So they talked about Franbo, Alice Mando's Returns, Real Rose, The Path, Little Nightmares, all the Silent Hill games, Haunting Ground. I think they mainly talked about I think it was Silent Hill 2. You know, the one that predominantly features it's either Silent Hill 2 or Silent Hill 3. The one that predominantly features Heather Mason in it. And then Haunting Ground, Babysitter Bloodbath, which I hadn't heard of before, Night Replica, and then they mentioned The Order 1886. Now I hadn't heard of Babysitter Bloodbath or Night Replica before, but I had heard of like all the other games and stuff like that. I actually also The Path. If you want to know more about like The Path in detail, I would highly suggest Izzy's video. Let me see. They posted a video on The Path. I think about a year ago, I think. Yeah, about a year ago. So if you just search up Izzy's The Path, then she posted a video. She posted 2 videos actually. One a year ago and one about 7-ish months ago. That kind of go into The Path and stuff like that. And you know, the kind of lore behind that game. Okay, I want to see so I would highly recommend one of those videos. Now it's also and again, highly recommend the Femininity is Horror video. Great video. It was a great video. I hope they release part 2 to us like the same kind of standard of quality, or like you know that they did. Like the mic quality wasn't that great, but otherwise it was a great video. It was a phenomenal like video. So yeah. Oh yeah. So my fairy lights. So my fairy lights are below my mirror. You can't see them because they're clear, but I can see them. They're like clear fairy lights, and you can usually see them like glow blue. And the ones that are on my computer, those have just stopped working, and I don't know why. My dad is thinking of like putting a second monitor. Like, yes I can, sniff the blood. Okay, sniff farm. Yeah, so my dad is thinking of putting up a second monitor up above my first monitor, because there isn't much room on my desk to have a second monitor. Like if I had a second monitor on my desk, it would have to be in the way of my microphone, and then I can't put a second monitor here because I have my whiteboard and I have the stickers, and I don't want to tear all these stickers down and potentially rip them or lose their adhesivity, and I really don't want to put white tack on stickers because who needs to put white tack on stickers? And plus it's like a pain to like look that way. It's much easier to look up like for a minute if I'm watching like a YouTube video. I'll probably use that a second monitor up there. Like maybe I could put like a second monitor in like a desk extender or instead of like a desk, I'd probably put it here. I think it's just easier to put it like above my desk. And then I'll probably just use that for YouTube, Twitch, Twitch Studio, just to monitor, stream stuff. So yeah, I don't know what to do now because I thought this would have taken like much longer to finish the Sniffer farm than it did. So yeah, we can just ramble on while I do stuff on Ozwork. So yeah, I've got some stuff smelting in here that I can just, you know, get on the smelting. So yeah, oh yeah, so on Wednesday, I went into uni just kind of chilling. And then, you know, I had my lecture and my seminar in the morning. And then I went for lunch. I had a meatball panini and it was really nice. It was like spicy, but it was like more of like the hot kind of spicy than like spicy, if you get what I mean. I don't know how else to explain it, but it was just kind of hot, not necessarily like too spicy. Like it was a hot kind of spicy, but it wasn't like spicy, you know. It was like a spice that I could handle. So, but it was quite nice. It was quite nice. It was really nice. And then I have something to complain about. So at my unit in like the lecture portal that I have my lectures in, there are no left-handed seats. And I think I kind of talked about this before. I can't remember if I talked about this on movie night or game night or something or other. But basically, why are you still here? Why are you just on the trapdoor? Go. You're the worst. But yeah, so they're like no left-handed desks, and it's like, you know in like high school movies when they have like those like really stereotypically like right-handed desks that they all write on. I don't know if you know what I mean, but if you know, you know. So yeah, they had those, but I couldn't find like one of the left-handed seats. So literally, and gave it to, and like the majority of the seats are like the smaller parts of the desks that you just kind of fold up and fold down. I don't know if you get what I mean. And then at like the front row, they have like the larger versions of like the right-handed desks that like I could actually write on. Kind of. I mean, it's frustrating to have that, but it's whatever. So yeah, and but like at least for like my seminars, it's like we're actually in like proper classrooms with like proper tables. So like I don't have to suffer for too long. Only like an hour and a half in the morning, and it's just like, all right, off and pop, going around up desk and stuff like that. So yeah, oh yeah, I forgot about that. This is for law purposes. This is for law purposes that I'm doing next week. Oh yeah. Let's show you something. I have stuff to show you. Okay, so up here, this is like a little guest room, kind of. Yeah, just a little guest room that I made. I haven't made one over this side, but I can't be bothered making one over this side. Then over here and here, in here. So, you know, I use this for my first lore stream. This is for concrete. Now, concrete. No, I don't have too much concrete. I have like a bit of light blue, bit of white. I don't have black. Yeah, a bit of black concrete. I have a bit of light grey. That's about it. And then the rest of these barrels are some gravel and sand. In case I never have like leftovers whenever I'm making gravel down here for whatever reason, I just need to put some stuff away. So yeah. Also, because I have my silk pickaxe now, I actually moved the rest of the beehives into here. So yeah. What else? Oh yeah, so I had my driving lesson on Monday, so pretty much until I pass my driving test. All my driving lessons are now going to be yeah, pretty much all my driving lessons now are going to be on like Monday at 11. So yeah. So it went pretty well. We just drove a little bit around around this like housing estate and stuff like that. I didn't really learn anything like new per se. It was just like kind of practice. So yeah. It's my law books, right? Yeah, those are my law books. Okay. So yeah, I think we might be. My driving instructor said that she's gonna try and like get me to do some like harder stuff. Next week. So yeah, I'll tell you guys next week what that'll like entail, I guess. So yeah. So I'll tell you guys about that next Friday before we start Ace Attorney 2, which I think is Justice for All. I think it's Justice for All. I can't remember if it is or not. I think it might be. Wait, let me look it up. Ace Attorney 2. Yeah, it's Justice for All. Okay. Okay, this is also the game where we meet Francisca. How do you say her name? It's like a weird spelling of the name. Francisca. It's like Franziska. Francisca. Because most people say Francisca von Karma. Or most people just refer her by her last name, von Karma, because out of her and then her dad, Manfred von Karma, who we dealt with in the fourth case of the first game, who we went up against in the fourth case of the first game. Francisca is like the most prominent von Karma, which is probably why probably a lot of people may refer to her as just von Karma, but also a lot of people also just refer to her dad as just von Karma. So it's like, you know, so it's like whatever, you know. But yeah, so this is a game where we meet Franziska von Karma. I haven't really like interacted with her character. What's my on it? No, I cannot. Okay, I need 21 levels, so I'm probably gonna do maybe a little bit. Oh wait, I can just go and use the skeleton spawner. But yeah, so I could just try to villagers, but I'm gonna use a skeleton spot because I haven't used that in a while. So yeah, what is this? That's logbooks. That is arthropods, sharpness, efficiency, 6. Oh, that's protection. And then wild and piercing. Do I have that many piercing books and loyalty books? Okay. Okay, we'll put the C there and then smite there. Okay, I also need to heal up my mending pickaxe as well, my silk touch pickaxe as well. So yeah, we can go down more levels while we just chat about Ace Attorney. So yeah, so Justice for All. It's a game where we meet Francisca and probably like a few other characters as well. I'm not sure what other characters. I think Justice for All is the game where we meet Francisca. It probably is, knowing just how many cases she is in. Yeah, it might, and we also might meet a few other characters as well. I don't know what other characters we'll meet. Cause obviously I don't know all the cases. I don't remember which cases are in. I don't know which cases are in like which game per se. So yeah, I don't know which characters are in. Like I don't know like which characters that I haven't met yet. Like you know, I know like of Francisco and Larry. You know, all the characters that were in the anime. I know of all of those guys. Let's just sleep in the community. Like close now. But yeah, I know of all of like the characters that are in the anime. But obviously there was some characters that weren't in the Ace Attorney anime that's on Crunchyroll because the cases that they were introduced in were just cut from the game because maybe they were like maybe they were like, for example, like came up in maybe they like came up in Apollo Justice, like the arcs were finished in the Apollo Justice games, so that's why they weren't like continued on to, and maybe they just weren't, that's why those cases weren't introduced. Like for example, the Rise from the Ashes case wasn't introduced because Emma Sky is in Apollo Justice. I know Emma is in Apollo Justice. So yeah, we have to stay here to wait for some skeletons to spawn. So yeah, so in like the Crunchyroll anime, that was only used to promote the trilogy games. So the first 3 Ace Attorney games. And it wasn't really meant to promote the Apollo Justice games. Which is why probably the main reason why cases such as Rise from the Ashes weren't introduced, weren't like added, because characters like finished off like arcs and stuff in Apollo Justice, or had their character like more expanded on in Apollo Justice, and it may have felt weird to have the characters just like end their arc abruptly after like a certain case. So yeah, and I don't know how much like some other characters like appear in the Apollo Justice games. Like we'll have to find that out when I start it, when I buy it, when the Apollo Justice trilogy comes out in January. I think it comes out in January. I think it comes out on January 24th, I believe. So yeah, when I by the time I buy Apollo Justice, I hope to be towards the end of Trials and Tribulations, just because, or like maybe halfway through Trials and Tribulations, which is the 3rd Ace Attorney game, and maybe I I'm undecided of whether to after I finish the Ace Attorney trilogy to either go on to the Apollo Justice trilogy or to go into the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, because let's go. But like with the Apollo Justice trilogy, that's kind of like more of a direct continuation on from like the actual trilogy from the Ace Attorney trilogy, while the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles is more of a prequel. Not a prequel. I don't know what it's called. I don't think it's a prequel technically. Just more of a game set within the Ace Attorney universe that's just set in the past with like the ancestors of. I think that's the ancestors of like Phoenix Wright and Maya, and I think it's the ancestors. Anyways, it might just be completely different characters that just are set within the Ace Attorney universe. You know, but I think they are like the ancestors of maybe like Maya and Mia and Phoenix. So yeah. So I'm undecided of whether to do Apollo Justice or Great Ace Attorney Chronicles after I finish the Ace Attorney trilogy, because I've had the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles for like longer. I bought the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles the same day I bought the Ace Attorney trilogy, and I thought start off with the Ace Attorney trilogy is like the best thing because it's like the start of Phoenix Wright's journey. Phoenix Wright is like our titular Ace Attorney. So like, and obviously most people are familiar. Like, I think most casual Ace Attorney fans are probably most familiar with like the first 3 games. Like, a lot of casual Ace Attorney fans are probably not as familiar with, for example, the Professor Layton and Ace Attorney crossover game, for example, which I kind of hope that becomes like its own like PC port, like its own like PC like remaster. I don't know if it's a remaster or just like revamp, but I'm just gonna call it remaster. Like, I hope that becomes its own PC remaster, because that would be great. Because one of my friends actually used to be obsessed with Professor Layton. I don't know if they still are. And obviously with like, so if you guys don't know, Ace Attorney started as like a DS game, DS like series of games. Probably like a very popular DS game. Probably the most popular like DS games that weren't produced by Nintendo themselves. Right? Ace Attorney is produced by Capcom, who, you know, also produced the Resident Evil games, which is on a side note, it's such a stark contrast, like such a big difference in games. Like, on one hand, you have Resident Evil, which is like action horror, and then you have Ace Attorney, which is like visual novel kind of comedy. Like, it has like comedy aspects throughout the whole game is like a visual novel comedy kind of game. But yeah, that is such a stark contrast between the 2 games. And obviously, like, video game companies can produce those like starkly different like games that are like, you know, in 2 different genres and 2 different play styles. But usually a lot of companies stick to like maybe one genre. Like, I think Konami, mainly produces the Silent Hill games, which are, you know, horror based. They might produce a few other games, but I don't know about any of the games that they produce, because, you know, their most popular titles are, you know, the Silent Hill franchise, and then I think it was Bandai Namco produced the Little Nightmares games, which are, you know, kind of like you know, horror. Again, I can only think of horror companies because those are the main ones I can think of. and then I think and Spellcaster Games, I think, produce Sticky Business, which Stick and make a game, and then there's Nintendo. They make like family friendly kind of games, but a lot of them are like, but then again, they are like a lot of them are like very different in play style, but a lot of their games are kind of adventure kind of games, Mario and Legend of Zelda, good examples as adventure games, kind of similar in the same like kind of broad genre of adventure, but still very starkly different, but like in the same general kind of category of family friendly adventure games. And then what other game companies that I kind of like? There's Killmonger Games. They're kind of adventure games with Franbo and Little Misfortune kind of. But then again, Little Misfortune and Franbo are kind of different. Like, Little Misfortune is definitely more on the adventure side, and then Franbo is more on the horror side. Like, Franbo is more horror adventure, while I would say Little Misfortune skews on more of the kind of adventure it's not visual novel, is it? Little Misfortune Choi is like the choice-based adventure. Like, kind of, I guess it's technically a side scroller. Yeah, I think Little Misfortune is technically a side scroller, and then oh god, what are the guys that produce Dark? Unfold Games now. So Unfold Games made Dark, and they're now making. I think Unfold Games are now making. What's the game they're making now? Bloody Hell Hotel. Now Dark and Bloody Hell Hotel. From what I can tell, now I don't know when Bloody Hell Hotel is going to be released. Like, Dark is like a horror game. It's like a horror game side scroller, right? And then Bloody Hell Hotel, from what I can tell, is a hotel management game that is in like the same art style as Dark, but obviously less on the horror side and just more of this kind. It's like less horror based than Dark. Like, it does have a similar art style to Dark, but it's not like completely the same, So yeah, it isn't completely the same. This is a very inefficient farm. To be fair, don't really load this chunk up very much, so yeah. But yeah, from what I can tell, a lot of studios kind of tend not to stray away from their genre very much. A lot of times it's like horror to adventure, right? And where the fuck did the maps go? I'm sorry, where the fuck did they go? I'm sorry. Okay. But yeah, so yeah, most of the time it's like horror to adventure. But the thing is, I think from what I can tell from a lot of the games that I've played, horror and adventure have been kind of very much linked in a sense. With a lot of, very popular horror games, you can't really have the horror without the adventure, or like without the action side of it. Silent Hill and Resident Evil being like kind of two very good examples of that. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah. What game was I talking about? What games I talking about? I don't even remember at this point where I started this off. I don't even remember what games I started talking about. Oh yeah, I started talking about Ace Attorney and Resident Evil. I mean, the only company that I could think of that also has this kind of stark contrast between their games is EA. Like, for example, they have FIFA, The Sims, and they have the rights to American McGee's Alice. Now, American McGee's Alice is like adventure horror, is very much a horror game. And then The Sims, you know, family friendly, kind of, you know, like kind of a sandboxy game with like kind of a storyline, but like most of the storyline people kind of infer with, you know, Bella Goth and the land grabs and stuff like that. It comes from mainly Sims 1, 2, and 3. Not so much 4, because that Sims 4 tends to deviate a lot from what we know and like from the canon that's already been established of the first 3 Sims games. I should watch a video essay on The Sims series so I can talk to you about it. Let me write it down. Essay Sims. I should also try and see if I can watch one where, like, if the mobile games will ever, or like any other the other like Sims kind of related games do tie into the lore, or like can be tied into the lore. Like, I don't think it's like SimCity can be tied into the lore of The Sims in any way. But like maybe Sims Mobile and Sims Freeplay can maybe be tied in somehow. But I don't know. I don't think Sims Mobile or The Sims Freeplay can be tied in. I don't think they have a lot of lore. But yeah, they also have FIFA, which is, you know, football. Like, I haven't played a lot. So I don't really know how to classify FIFA. I haven't watched a lot of videos on it. It's just not my kind of game, if I'm being honest. But yeah, the only other I guess it's just mainly like a lot of like more popular game studios at this point. But then again, that produce like these starkly different games. But then again, Nintendo, you know, has like the kind of adventure games with Zelda and Mario, and only kind of deviate with, you know, like Animal Crossing. There's a Pikmin, which I think is adventure, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure if it's a thingy adventure game or not, but whatever. And then there's what else is there? I don't even know what other games EA has like produced or helped like produce. EA is just the greatest company. I think we all knew that. I think a lot of people kind of knew that. Like, you know, with like The Sims 4, with all the like packs being like so expensive, and the fact that they just make so many of them. So yeah. But I could do probably a whole stream just talking about EA and that whole kind of like thing with like American G and the Alice series. I could probably do a whole stream just talking about that. And like talk about like The Sims and stuff. Just because I find it such to be like a weird topic, just like how EA has just kind of devolved as a company, you know, and how they just keep, you know, pumping out FIFA, you know, pumping out like FIFA games, you know, and how like probably people have like much more people have like are they staying towards like the FIFA games, for example, and like how many there are of FIFA compared to like how many Just Dances there are. You know, just such a weird and fascinating like topic, I guess. So yeah, I could probably do a whole stream about that. Maybe not next week because I do have plans to stream, like stuff to stream next week. Okay, let's talk about next week. So this week, on Sunday I'm streaming The Sims. Gotta get that base finished off. Staircase in it, just to allow these guys to get out. But yeah, so let me think. And then next week on Friday I'm starting Ace Attorney Justice for All, right? And then on Sunday I'm gonna do Ozwork Lore, I think. I'm gonna do an Ozwork Lore stream on Sunday. I have big brain ideas for Ozwork Lore. And then what else? So yeah, and then the week after that. So I'll, you know, Ace Sunny on Friday, and then what's the lyrics to me? And then on the Sunday after that, I don't know. I think maybe Haunt the House after that. I don't know what to. And then yeah, I think I'm gonna do an achievement hunting stream in Haunt the House. Hopefully it doesn't crash. And maybe I'll try and do more on the Lego Ninjago movie game. I mean, I haven't tested out the Lego Ninjago movie game in a while, so I don't know if it'll still crash. So, wait, what games do I have in my About Me section that, like, if I'm currently playing or I plan to play? Let me check that. So, I have my previously played list. So let me just show you my About Me section, because in case any of you guys don't want to scroll down. So this is kind of what I see on this. So on my previously played list, this includes SMPs. Yeah. So this just kind of includes like every kind of stream I've kind of done. Not just like games. So I've previously played, you know, Dark, Lemon Fortune, Franbo, Townscaper, Raid Shadow Legends, that is Lego Builder's Journey, Alice Turns, GeoGuessr, Hypercraft GeoGuessr, Crib, The Noodles, Sniffer Planet, Club Penguin Rewritten, Genshin Impact, Inspiration Markiplier, Dateheart Markiplier, Heist Markiplier, Duntalis, The Dark Iceberg, Crop Game, and then the CCSP and also Season 1. Right. And then I didn't include other servers that I've played on this, such as like Hypixel, or like that one Avatar server, or like Palace Network that I did like 2 years ago, that I played on like 2 years ago. Just because I can't bother like scrolling through all my VODs and finding them. So, and like finding all the servers I played on. So yeah. And then we've got the currently playing, I don't know why my private creative server is in brackets. Let me just go in and change that. Oh wait, I know why it's in brackets. I know why it's in brackets. Let me just change this. You can just see my massive forehead here. Okay. So I've literally just put Minecraft and then brackets here, so it has to be an section 1. And then we have Minecraft also season 2, and then my private creator server, which I still haven't got a name for yet. I've had it for like almost 3 years at this point. I've had my private creator server for like almost 3 years, and I still haven't got a name for it yet. So yeah, and currently playing Sims 4, and it's right, it's a Tenny trilogy. Sticky Business, which I think I should put in. I think I should move into the occasionally list with like data sections. One says Among Us, that's knowledge, Roblox, and then I've got Haunted House Terror Town as well, and then On Hold being data section, like I'm in general. Movie game, I want to do data section. Maybe when I'm off for Christmas break. Where the fuck did that iron go? It's fucking night time. Let's sleep. Oh my god. And then we've got games I plan to play. Oh my god, let me just deal with like the skeletons so my iron golem. Just so this iron golem just gets sleep and it just burnt to death. So yeah. You good, my dude? You good? I should give this guy some thingy. I in a minute. Okay, let me just go over stuff I plan to play. So I haven't put the Apollo Justice trilogy yet. I didn't put the Apollo Justice trilogy in the plan to play section. So I've got Psssttt Chronicles, Super Dark Deception comes out, Unpacking. I mean, I have played the demo for Super Dark Deception. I don't know whether the Agatha, I don't know whether Elementary Evil is on the demo or not. I know this is because I played that. Yeah, and then maybe the Little Nightmares games, so like maybe, and then Classic Plastic Duck Simulator, Good Piece of Good Piece of Storyteller, Dynamo Stickman Collection, that's maybe Lego Brawls, Untitled Goose Game. So yeah. Let me just change it back to Minecraft real quick so I can add in the Apollo Trilogy. Is that what it's called? The Apollo Justice Trilogy, or does it have a longer title? Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy. Oh, it's Police on China Trade. I was close. I was close to what it's called, please. I was close to when it was like, to when it's coming out. Okay. I was gonna move Sticky Business into the occasionally section of my currently playing playlist. Because obviously with Sticky Business now, I'm only gonna play that when an update comes out, because I've already finished. I've already finished like all the achievements for that game so far. So I only like play it when there's like I only play that when there's like a proper update, or if I have like a different update. Okay, we're gonna give those villagers a proper staircase so they can actually. Yeah, let's use cherry stones because I have a ton of those, and just can't use. Just haven't used them. I don't know why I have so many cherry stones. Maybe I was just making them for barrels. I don't know. Is right here. So yeah. What's that? Okay, where should we put this in relation to this? Maybe here? Maybe here actually. And get rid of the paintings maybe, and then just have it like down to here, maybe? Let me get rid of all these paintings. Let's see. So, have start there and then have it go. Then that would block that barrel. So, yeah, unless we use like stairs so that it can go like directly, diagonally up. I think stairs are a better option actually rather than slabs. Maybe if we use slabs, maybe the other side of the staircase. Then it would look better. You're free, go. Go up. You leave. I should really change the street title, shouldn't I? Should really do that. Wait. What if I just put wood, like, yeah, for now. Move out the way. Building, stairs in progress. I see how much the stuff is in the actual farm stuff. Let's just streamer pop. Sometimes Twitch Studio does this thing where it'll just refuse to let me change my stream info, and it's really annoying actually. So yeah, it looks slightly better than what it was before. And then we have it where we use actual steps like this. The Twitch Studio. Very annoying when you do that. And then we can have like there we go, the Pinocchio one. Then we can have some pieces. Now get out and do that thing of being villagers. Yeah, you do your spinny thing, and then they can just and then I can just use this like this. Maybe we should just add trapdoors here so that they can actually get out, but also I can get into my super cool staircase. These guys just have to spin on scaffolding. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I need to up my levels so I can put looting 2 on my sword and upgrade it to looting 3. Didn't I get a fire aspect? And then did I just waste that? I don't know. Shit, I have to put mending on it. Shit. Wood, cherry wood. Okay. I need mending on this sword before it goes, oh no, you can't do that, it's too expensive. Blah 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 blah. Shut up. That too expensive rule is the worst. Okay, 13, so I think I need 3 more emeralds. So I can just trade stuff with villagers. Do you have any spare diamonds? Because I could probably spare a few diamonds to be fair. I don't really need diamonds for that much. Spare diamonds. I like to keep like a stack of diamonds. Yeah, I have like 9. I like to keep like a stack of diamonds. Just so, like, if I ever want to in the future, just make all diamond tools. because I can't be bothered. But like, if I ever want to like proper gear up and just get everything I need to, then you know I can. Okay, mending boy. Where's my mending dude? There you are. And then lanterns. I could go with lanterns. You could use a lantern in here. You could go a few lanterns in here, couldn't you? Yeah. And I don't know what else. You get deadlock him with the lantern. Yeah. That's not expensive secret, is it? But also, what I tried to do is make the though that Cry used on Ozwork season 1, and I couldn't figure out how to do it, so yeah. This area is just always gonna perpetually like look unfinished, just because I can't be bothered, and that is the aesthetic of this whole hidden room. Just I can't be bothered. So, it's gonna stay unfinished. Yeah. It's just what it's always gonna be like, you know. I can put a stone downstairs. I'm only smelting it because my cobblestone barrels are full. And I don't really have that much room. I have these barrels, but you know, that one's granite, that's not andesite, that's like diorite. If I ever overfill these barrels, which I might do with diorite, but I doubt I will with like granite and andesite. So yeah. Okay, let's go back up and sleep. Because I don't want phantoms knocking at my door, you know. Phantoms can go for themselves. Also, probably will need to go mining again at some point to go for iron. Do I have a lot of coal actually? I think I have a decent amount of coal, but I could always, you know, use more. But yeah, I only have 42 pieces of iron left. And then I have quite a bit of coal actually. I'm not in desperate urge for coal, but you know, I am running low on iron. I mean, I could make an iron farm, but also take a look at all the past farms that I've made. The only one that kind of works is the skeleton farm. I mean, I have these ones to find, but you know, the farms that include mobs don't typically work. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I haven't talked about the mob boat. Okay, so it was revealed that for the next update, for 1.21, the mobs will either be, the next mob will be either the next mob chosen by the mob boat will be either a crab, an armadillo, or a penguin, armadillo, or a crab. And I'm probably just gonna go for crab. The thing is, for me, I like having a mob that has like some sort. Out of all the mobs, they all have some sort of like usefulness, and I think that's what I'm gonna base it on, like kind of usefulness and like how much I like the mob. The thing is, for me, I'm definitely not gonna vote for the armadillo because it doesn't bring, you know, a lot of use for me. Like, you know, I don't take my pets anywhere, like, so there's no use like making them have like some sort of like defense, you know. And then there's the penguin. Now, the thing is, penguins are useful for like making boats go faster, essentially. So it's basically, as you know, Martin and Littlewood said on Twitter, it's basically Dolphin's Grace but for boats. You know, Dolphin's Grace makes you faster in the water, and you know, penguins make you faster on, you know, in boats. Which I think penguins and crabs have the, you know, most use for me. I'm basing this mainly out of use. And I think the main reason I'm going to vote for a crab instead of penguins is that crab law. That's basically it. Crab law. That's the main reason I'm voting for crabs over penguins. Crab law. And also, it'll just be funny if it'll just be a funny Easter egg if crabs get added to the game and they could dance to music. You know, low nod to crab. I mean, I doubt that they'll put it in. I don't think they'll put it in, but you know, funny reference. Haha. But yeah, I mean, penguins and armadillos definitely still have their perks. You know, if you take your pets with you on adventures, or you just want your pets to have more protection against creepers when, you know, you're building or something like that, then definitely they have their uses. Armadillos, they give you scoots. I think maybe when they grow up, maybe similar to how turtles give you scoots. They give you scoots for pet armor, right? So yeah, I'm not saying armadillos don't have the uses. I'm just saying they don't have uses for me. But yeah, so what was I saying? What was my train of thought there? Yeah, I mean, armadillos and penguins do kind of give life to otherwise kind of not so great biomes. I mean, definitely armadillos give much more life to and much more use to savannas than to penguins and stony shores. Stony shores are one of the main biomes from what I've heard that penguins spawn in. And I guess savannas and stony shores both already have their uses. You can find Ours. You can find Ours on the surface, you know, colonized on the surface of on the surface of stony shores, and in savannas you can find villages, but villages in savannas aren't that great. So yeah, savannas and villages aren't that great, really. So yeah. Savannah villages aren't that great, and I mean, I find stony shores much more useful than savannas, I guess, just because, you know, like I said, you can find Ours, and a lot of times when I find a savanna village personally, it's well, I've already got food. Most of the time when there are savanna villages, it's the main perk of them in their chests and stuff. The main perk of them, villages, you know, for trading. and then you know, emeralds and chests, food and chests. That's like it. There's like nothing really that great. Like usually in other villages, you can maybe find like books. In like tiger villages, you can find like in tiger villages you can find in like snowy tiger villages you can find charcoal. I think coal's normal coal, but I think it's mainly charcoal that spawns. And what? Oh wait, never mind. I forgot that was. I forgot they could just. I thought they'd drop down there, but never mind. Yeah, why am I here? I need to get there. But yeah, savannah villages are probably the worst type of village, in my opinion. And I think that armadillos can definitely like liven up. Can definitely liven up like the savannas, but it's just it's just I don't find use out of armadillos for myself. And I'm just thinking like there'll probably be other like like maybe savannah mobs that'll come down in the line and like later updates, like maybe like elephants or something that maybe along deep in the later along the line, if there's a mob vote where it's just like where the mobs are just there for like kind of the aesthetic, that don't really provide much use, like parrots, like parrots, they don't provide much use to the game, but people still love parrots, so maybe along the line, like if there's just a boat. Chickens were killed from my spawner. They died from like entity crime or something? I don't know. Then there's mutton in here. I mean, I'm taking the mutton. 32, 30. Maybe if there's just like a boat where all the mobs are just kind of there for the aesthetic, then maybe I'll vote for a savannah. But like armadillos, I don't find to be. I mean, they definitely have their uses, just not good for me. So whenever I'm playing Minecraft, so yeah. I wonder what this next update is gonna actually be though. Like, I think it was Jem. Was it Jem? That said that it was gonna be cute, and also maybe this is kind of like a cute update, whatever that means. But I'm not entirely sure that's gonna be a cute update. Yeah, I kind of like how with 1.20 they kind of release features as it went. So for example, they not release features as they went. announced features. So for example, they announced the camel, and then they announced and then there was the mob boat, and they announced Sniffers, and they announced archaeology, which was if you don't know much about Minecraft lore, I don't know if this is a popular kind of like thing that's known, but like thingy. Archaeology was originally going to be a thing in 1.17. It was originally going to be a thing for 1.17, but then they pushed it back because they had to focus on world generation, on they had a lot of work for focusing on the world generation that later came in 1.18, and the more ancient dark, and not ancient dark, ancient cities, and the deep dark. So, and they had a bunch of other stuff to focus on. I don't really know how to light this place up. Maybe with glow lichens, but I don't have a lot of glow lichens, so maybe if I just do this. And they had to test out bug fixes. They had to sort bug fixes, as many as they could spot at the time, and maybe they had to sort out features coming out for Bedrock and Java Edition. That's probably why they made Bedrock one whole thing instead of focusing then having console edition and then pocket edition, stuff like that. But yeah, so they're quite a lot to kind of focus on. I want to put the glowstone blocks. But yeah, I always hate that kind of within the Minecraft community, a lot of people kind of just complain of, oh, Minecraft's not putting in enough work, blah 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 blah. This Minecraft's lazy, despite the fact that they probably don't know how hard it is to code a game. I mean, there are some fair criticisms of Mojang. There probably are some, fair criticisms of Mojang. But I hate people just complaining about the mob boat every year. There are some fair complaints. For example, YouTubers sometimes YouTubers break the mob boat. YouTubers can break the mob boat, which is fair complaint. But I think that I kind of hate every year. It's the same complaints that come up every year. Mojang are just lazy, or why can't they just add all free? Blah 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 blah. I always hate seeing those come up, and it's please just shut up for once. It gets so annoying when people just say that. So yeah, it gets so annoying when people say that, especially because it's same complaints every single year, and it's just dude, it's Mojang probably doesn't plan on adding all 3 mobs. That would probably make the update take even longer than a year. It's and plus, I don't think I think Mojang probably just wants to release maybe 1 update a year to make sure everything's, refined and stuff, and to make it feel they're not releasing like too much in one go, if that kind of makes sense. You know, I feel like one like decently sized update a year is like probably enough. You know, like I don't mind having like one like decently sized update a year. But yeah, and also with the mob vote, it's like brings in with like the reason why Mojang might probably not add all three or not add all three in like the same like in like the same like year. They may have, you know, they may add penguins at a later date, but they may not. I hate like this year. Penguins may read them up in like a future mob vote, or like moon blooms may come up in a future mob vote. We don't know. And they maybe do like a reject mob vote where they add in like, you know, three of the second place like mobs from the mob votes, you know, moon blooms, stuff like that. But yeah, they may not want to, they may just want kind of like player participation into like what gets added into the game, you know. Again, there are some fair criticisms of Mojang that there probably are some fair criticisms of Mojang out there. I'm not gonna say that you can't criticize Mojang. I'm just saying I hate seeing the same complaints over and over every year. It gets tiring to go on Twitter or, you know, go on YouTube and just see people be like, oh, Mojang's lazy, blah 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 blah, because it's like the same complaints every year, you know, and it just gets tiring, honestly. So yeah, so it just gets very, very tiring seeing the same like complaints like every single like, yeah, you know. Oh yeah, I have some new commands. So I sorted these out just before stream, literally just before stream. I was using Mix It Up, and you know, I kind of managed to sort them out even. So we have the add quotes command. I'm just gonna go through and look at my just look at Mix It Up, because I'm like, let me see. I can look at my about me section as well. That's the command stuff. That's the commands panel. So the ones that are the ones that are new are follow age, streamer age, subscribe age, which you know, won't be used for a while until I get affiliate, because you know, subscribe is on the affiliate like thing. So yeah. And then let's see one. I added some quote commands as well. So there's add quote, last quote, and then the quote. And then I might take the bet command out because I don't. There's like nothing really to bet on, I guess. So yeah, what else? Then there's what others? Then there's uptime as well. What else? watch time, I think is that a new command? Is watch time a new command? I don't know. And yeah, I think that's it for like new quotes. I think that's it for new quotes. So I think I have them all set to 5. Is that 5 seconds or 5 minutes? I don't know. I might add a few more like custom commands, but most of my custom commands I use through Stream Elements, not Mix It Up. So yeah, so Stream Elements, I might transfer all my Stream Element custom commands to Mix It Up. I'm not entirely sure as of yet. We'll just have to see. Oh yeah, and then there's the streamer age. I don't know if I said streamer age. That streamer age isn't my actual age. It's the age of my. I tested this out before, in case it needed like configuring or anything. Streamer age is the age of my Twitch account, which is, as of today, 5 years, 5 months, and 8 days. So almost 5 years and 6 months. So yeah, almost 5.5 years that I've had this Twitch account, which feels weird because I've only been streaming for about 3.5 years. No, not 3.5 years, actually. 3 years and 2 months ish that I've been streaming. So yeah, and as in terms of like how long I want to stream, so for streaming, I want to try and get to my 5-year streamer anniversary. So that is July 10th. Is it July 10th? It's my stream anniversary, July 10th. Yeah. So that is July 10th, 2025. Which isn't actually that far off. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try and get to at least my 5-year stream anniversary, and then on my 5-year stream anniversary, I'll like kind of like think about whether I still want to stream or whether I want to just, or whether I want to, move to YouTube streaming, or whether I want to move on to making videos, or whether I want to just move on from Twitch entirely and just make TikTok videos, make TikTok edits. Yeah, I'll kind of like reconsider what I kind of like want to do in terms of content creation. But honestly, knowing me, I'll probably be streaming up until I move out, and then I'll try and get whenever I move out, I can get my stream set up there, I mean, I do want to get the Ace Attorney games finished. I do want to get the Ace Attorney games finished. Like before then, I'm just going to get Ace Attorney games finished, which will take a while. Which will take quite a few months because, obviously, it took me about a month. I think it took me about a month to finish. It took me about a month. Yeah, it took me about a month to finish the first game, the first Ace Attorney game. It's probably gonna take me another month. It took me 2 months because it took me all through August and all through September very much to finish Ace Attorney 1. So it's probably gonna take me another 2 months or so ish to finish this for all, and it's probably gonna take me another 2 months to trials and tribulations, and it's going to probably take me, you get the idea. You get the idea. So yeah, it's going to take me a little while to finish all those games. Plus, if we take into account, like, the intermissions between games, where, like, for example, like now, where I've just finished, I've just finished the first Ace Attorney game, and now I'm like taking a little break from playing Ace Attorney and playing Minecraft right now, playing on Ozwork, and then I'll play through Justice for All, and then I'll take a stream, and then I'll take a Friday stream where I'm not streaming for a long amount of time. I'm gonna stream for like 2 hours, and I play like Minecraft or The Sims, or like Sticky Business or Roblox or something, or like Phasmo or something. And then I'll, and then after I finish, either the first game of Apollo Justice or the first game of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, then I'll play like Minecraft or something the Friday after that, and then you get the gist. I'll have like a little intermission in between each game. Between each game. Kind of have a chill. I'm literally just standing here like collecting XP. So what I'm going to do is do that off stream. But I think do I have clips to react to? If not, I think I might have clips to react to actually. Like one clip, I think maybe. Yeah, I have one clip to react to, which released 3 days ago. Yeah. So yeah, I have a clip to react to, which is this one here. Gotta stop the music. And switch that over to Chrome, and I'm gonna edit my stream info. Change it to just train. I can change it on my phone easy enough within the Twitch app. It's just um it's just like within Twitch Studio, it just won't like update for whatever reason. So yeah, we've got this new Dragon's Rising clip. Let me see. Let me just turn this up maybe slightly.
My name is Lloyd, son of Garmadon, who was a child of the first Spinjitzu master.
Yep.
I hereby request
and you can just see
the locations of the dragon course.
Like feet.
How did you just never mention that you're the grandson of the guy that created Ninjago?
It never came up.
I've seen like quite a few people talk about this on Twitter, but like I feel like I think some people, I can't remember who said this on Twitter, but it was like someone said that kind of Lloyd understands how Wu feels now, because Wu was her sensei, and Lloyd has kind of become like the sensei of like the master ninja of this team, and is obviously training Sora and Aaron and kind of Wildfire as well. Like in this season, it's mainly Kai being paired up with Wildfire, and kind of Kai's taking her under his wing, but it's mainly Lloyd with Aaron and Sora. But yeah, I think Lloyd is kind of getting like kind of understanding how Wu feels, because they're in part 1 of the season. Spoilers, but Sora and Aaron sneak out to like attend this thing. I can't remember what it was. It was like a fair or something at and like to attend this like baking contest at the crossroads. So, and just kind of not follow along with his kind of like orders, I guess, and stuff like that. So Lloyd's kind of understanding how Wu feels, and we have no context about who this guy like is, whether that's like Sensei Garmadon. I'm still hooked onto that, onto Sensei Garmadon, but I doubt it is Sensei Garmadon. I'm just holding on to the fact that it might be Sensei Garmadon. So, yeah. I mean, but then again, why wouldn't Sensei Garmadon recognize his own son?
I sense the truth in your words. The Mother Garden, the pinnacle of crystals, and the wildness.
Thank you, Spirit. You have helped.
This season just makes Ninjago just, I feel like they've kind of upgraded slightly in kind of the animation and like kind of the looks, general like kind of looks and aesthetic of kind of Ninjago. Like, I feel like I'm appreciating kind of how kind of like the scenery and stuff like that in Ninjago kind of looks now than I ever did within like the previous seasons. I don't know if that's just like I never really took notice of the scenery before or what, but like I feel like a lot of stuff is like way more gorgeous than it was before. And like obviously the kind of the whole kind of change in like the animation and the character designs. Kind of these are the new character designs and like the redesigns and stuff like that are way better now, and like the animation and stuff is way better now than it ever was in the first like 7 seasons. That's just my opinion, but like I think it just looks way better than it was like in the first 7 seasons.
Helped us and our world.
Yeah, I think that might just be a spirit, but I'm not sure.
So I'd say this mission goes squarely in the not a disaster column.
Yeah, all we have to do is go pick up those cores. How hard can it be?
Oh, definitely harder than you think. There's literally wrapped on right there. It looked like when he rolled out. It looks like it looks like his venge stone. Here, does that look like venge stone? That to me that looks like venge stone. And like his legs here. Uh oh. Definitely not gonna go smoothly. Definitely not gonna go as smoothly as you think. Okay. Definitely not as smooth. So it's okay. So I kind of want to do something else for the last. Like. Um. Like 10 minutes of stream, and that's ranking Ace Attorney 1 cases. It's only that's every game. I haven't played every game. I only played the first game, so. Hmm. Um. See, everywhere it's just Ace Attorney 1. You know what? We can just use. Which one? Let me see. This one? Oh my god. This one? I can't tell which one these are. Let's have a few of them. Does this not have the tutorial case on? Oh wait, this does have this tutorial case, okay. Let me just organize these so I know like which ones I'm doing. Okay. So let's switch over to this. So we are only ranking these first 5 here, and not like any of these. We're only ranking these first 5 here. So let's start off with the tutorial case. It was a decent tutorial case. I'm probably gonna put this in like maybe C tier. I just don't like pain. Oh, Mr. Sowit. I just don't like pain. I just don't like pain. Prosecutor Pain. I just don't like him. He was a fine prosecutor for the first tutorial case, but eh. And then we have Turnabout Sisters, which was okay, which is pretty alright. I quite liked it. I quite liked it. I think I don't like how though Mia was like killed off in like right in the second case. Like, don't like how Mia, because she was kind of like mental. I would have preferred it. I know she does get a little bit more development in like later cases through like flashbacks and stuff like that. But like based on like just the first game alone, I would have preferred it if like she didn't get killed off until case 3, so we actually got a little bit more time with her in a little bit more, like if we got like a little bit more time with her. But after then we have Turnabout Samurai, and I can't remember the name of this one, but yeah, with Turnabout Samurai, which I think I prefer slightly over Turnabout Sisters. But what's preventing me from putting it any like an A tier is that I really don't like Salmonella. I really don't like Salmonella. Like, I think he's supposed to be portrayed as like kind of a weird character for laughs, but he just gives me the Salmonella just gives me the ick. So yeah, but like it's like a decent storyline, and it was like decent. I'm trying to think of it now. I kind of wish Will Powers was a little bit more 3-dimensional, but obviously it was like kind of freaked out because he was he was accused of murder. But I kind of and I feel like we could have gotten a little bit more to know about the victim. Um, but yeah, but yeah. And in this case, I feel like this is an A-tier. I really like the storyline. Wish we got a little bit more to know. Again, a little bit more to know about the victim, which I don't remember his name. He was. It was Hammond, wasn't it? I think it was Hammond. Yeah, I really wish we got a little bit more to know about Hammond. I mean, to be fair, at least I can actually remember the name of the victim in this case compared to Turnabout Samurai. But yeah, I really wish we got like a little bit more to know about Hammond. But that's like it. DL6 was like perfectly like set up, and and yeah, and yeah, and yeah, I really like that. Okay, so Blessed from the Ashes is probably my favorite case. I mean, to be fair, we have only just done Rest from the Ashes, so I remember it more. So there's a little bit of bias there. But yeah, I think my only criticism of this case is that I feel like the SL9 incident wasn't that set up. Or maybe it's because like we just came off from DL6, and that like they use cases that like both use sign codes. But then again, I feel like if we didn't, this case didn't have a sorting code, and it was just referred to as like a different name. Um, like I thought it was just referred to as like Edgeworth's first trial or whatever. And then I still feel like it wasn't set up properly, just because like I don't know. I think it's mainly because we just came off the tail end of the DL6 incident from the case 4, and obviously both kind of like past cases that like Edgeworth was like heavily involved in. So it's like I feel like SR9 needed like maybe a little bit more like setup. Maybe if like in like a few other cases, like maybe like they could have referenced it maybe, or maybe it had Rise from the Ashes in like maybe another game, and then maybe switched it out for like another case, like in like maybe it was in Justice for All, and then like in the first 12 cases they could have had it kind of lead up to the SL9 incident. I don't know, the SL9 incident didn't, I don't think it kind of packs that much of a punch compared to like the DL6 incident, which, you know, that's the only thing, that's, you know, my opinion, stuff like that. So yeah. So, you know, yeah. But otherwise, I really liked Rise from the Ashes. It was, you know, the longest case. It took us like quite a few streams to get through it. But yeah, I quite liked it. Okay. So there's another one that I want to do. There's another tier list that I want to do. And it's ranking all the Ace Attorney characters. Which there's a lot. So what I'm going to do is just rank the game, rank the games, rank the characters that we have met on stream. Like obviously there's some characters. Is that pain? I don't know. I can't tell if that's pain or not. But I'm only gonna rank the characters that we have actually met. So we haven't met Cordelia. That's Emma. So I'm just literally filtering through and seeing we've met Laura, haven't we? This gumshoe. Oh, hell yeah. So this is Misty Faye, but I don't know whether to talk about that or not, because she was mentioned in the DL6 case. She obviously took like quite a large role in the DL6 case, but I don't know whether to include Misty Faye in her or not, because she takes a much larger role in in a later case. Is that all the characters that we've met on stream so far? Hey, there's Meekins as well. Okay, is that all the characters that we have met so far? Oh, wait, this guy. We've also met. And also this guy. Wait, have we met this guy? I don't know. There's so many characters in Ace Attorney. I have to kind of filter out like, oh right, did I see these guys in the anime, or have I seen them in the game as well? And I keep forgetting about characters, like for example, I just forgot about Gankum entirely just then. Yeah. Forgot about Maya. Okay, so we haven't met Francisco yet. We haven't met Athena yet. We haven't met this guy yet. We haven't met this guy yet. Which, I don't know why he's on here twice. Because fun fact, okay, this is going to be a little bit spoilery. Okay, we're going to add up Angel here. This guy, okay, a little bit spoilery. But this guy and this guy, same person. Godot. This is Godot. This is also Godot. Oh yeah, I forgot about thinking about this guy. Let me just look through to see, are we missing a character from before we rank all the ones that we've managed so far. So let me see. Have we met this guy? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think this guy's appeared in a case yet. I think we can. Oh wait, no. That guy looks like Fane, but this is Payne here. We haven't met this guy yet, but he is just a piece of work. Oh, shit, about this guy was the victim in the Vasquez case. I keep forgetting the victims' names. Keep forgetting the victims' names. Let me see. So Salmonella, he goes straight into Dita. I do not like him as a character. Like, I don't really like him. He just gives me the ick. Lana, she's a solid, I'm gonna say, beta character. Quite like her art, but she's not really too much of a standout character for me. Mia, I don't remember too much of her arcs in like the latest games, so I'm only gonna count the arc she kind of had in the tutorial case, and then case one. She's an okay character. She goes in B with Lana just after Lana because obviously don't know too much about her yet. And then we have Emma. I like Emma, but she's probably in beta as well. Again, don't know too much about Emma. We don't really. I mean, we do get a lot about Emma. Too. We do know a lot about Emma. She's just. I think I know there's more to come more to come with Emma's character in like later cases, which is why I'm kind of like holding off my like proper judgment of her character as of right now. So yeah. And then we have Lotta. She's a decent character. I think she's probably a C tier character for me though. And this is April. This is April. She's probably beta as well. She's like middle tier. Gets the job done. She just there to she just does her things and just pieces out when she needs to. She's okay. Right? He doesn't really get too much development in the first game outside of Turnabout Sisters, which is the second case. So yeah, I'm probably gonna put him in A tier. I know there's a lot more development to come with his character in the next in a couple of games, Injustice for All and Trials and Tribulations. So yeah. And then there's Gumshoe, who is an A tier character. We love Gumshoe. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for that guy. And who's this kid? I forgot his name. For kind of slightly forgettable, so he goes in C tier with Lotta. Larry, I find him to be quite endearing, so he goes in B tier. Yeah, I find him just to be endearing. Like April, gets the job done when he needs to. The judge, we don't know too much about the judge, but again, he's like April, gets the job done. Actually, I'm going to put him over Larry. He gets the job done. And then we have Gregory Edgeworth. Look how I put Gregory Edgeworth, Miles Edgeworth, and Manfred von Karma literally right next to each other. But yeah, Gregory Edgeworth, I feel like I'm going to put him in beta as well. Because we don't know a lot about him. But gets the point across. He just kind of is there for Miles's character growth. Edgeworth, probably one of my favorite characters I'm being honest. And then Manfred von Karma. He's a pretty good villain. I don't like him, but I think he's kind of grown on me as a villain, as like antagonist. So which is why I'm putting him in A tier. Let's put him in S tier. He's probably one of the better. Let's put Manfred von Karma and Miles in S tier because those are I really like those characters. I really like Manfred as a villain. So yeah. And we have Old Bag. She goes in C. No, she goes in D tier. Above Salmonella. Above Salmonella. But she's kind of a weird character. I don't like her very much. And then we have Penny. She goes in A tier. B tier is like middle tier because we've got S and A above that, C and D. Below that, Penny's a likable character. Don't know too much about her. She like collects the samurai cards. I like her. She's a likable character. I see no flaws with her character. See no many. I just don't know a lot about her. But she's a very likable. I find her to be a very likable character. She kind of gets the job done. I think I'm judging these for maybe slightly more harshly than Penny. Let's put Penny in B tier, actually. Let's put Penny in B tier. Maybe. I feel like April and Larry, for me right now, are like maybe on the kind of same level. So, yeah. And then we have D. Vasquez. I don't really like D. Vasquez too much. She's okay. She's an okay character. I just don't like her too much. So, yeah. And then we have this guy. I forgot his name. I don't think he has a name. I think he's just like Butler or something. He's okay. He's just there. He goes in. He's just there. He's like Caesar. And then we have the old guy, which I forget what his name is. He goes in. He's like the top end of Caesar for me. And then we have Meekins. I don't know how to feel about Meekins. I think I want to put Meekins maybe top of C tier with this guy. I don't know how to feel about Meekins. I know this guy. Oh my god, I can't tell the difference between this guy and this guy. So they're both going in C tier. Just because I can't tell the difference between them. And they're kind of forgettable. I think this one's I can't tell the difference. That's it. That's it. This guy goes in C tier as well because he's kind of forgettable as well. This one events that he was a victim in the Rise from the Ashes case. So you shouldn't expect that I do remember him, but I don't. So yeah. And then we have Red White, who was a pretty like decent like murderer for the first case. This gets the job done. He's like on the same level as April and Lara. I'm just putting these two together because they both were kind of the co-conspirators of the case. Red obviously did a lot worse than April. I think April was the one who started out the like planted device, and then Red actually killed Mia. So yeah. And then we have Gan. This guy, I do not like him. But he's also a fantastic. I like kind of him being a villain. He's kind of unsettling. He can go. He's like the bottom of S tier, start of A tier. I'm gonna put him at the start of A tier. Actually, he is an excellent villain, and I do not like him. It's like the same. I like Gant less than I like Manfred von Karma, but still, Gunn is also just as excellent as a villain as Manfred von Karma. Maya's a very likable character, but we haven't seen a lot of her character development yet, and I do not remember it from the anime. So I'm going to put her right next to her sister, next to Mia, in B tier. just because I know that there's a lot more character development for Maya in the later game, so I'm probably just gonna judge her like when we finish like the later games. And then we have oh my god, what's his name? It's on the tip of my tongue. Marshall. Jake Marshall. We have Jake Marshall. Not gonna lie, I kind of like that in Rise from the Ashes. It kind of subverted, like, I kind of like had my expectations subverted because I thought the murderer would be. I thought the murderer was obviously gonna be Jake Marshall, but it turned out it was Gan. He's like Jake Marshall for me is like top of B tier, like bottom of A tier, and then we have Will Powers, who is like B tier. I'm putting them all in B tier. Well, you know, he's like bottom of B tier, star of C, top of C tier. And then we have Angel Star, who gets the job done. Gets the job done. Just like you know, these three gets the job done. We have then Grossberg, who we don't see a lot, so I'm gonna put him next to Mia. Gonna put him next to Mia and Maya. We don't know a lot about him. He's just kind of there. You know, actually, he goes in C tier. He's just kind of there. He's just kind of there. Then with Sawit, he's an okay tutorial villain, but it was so painfully obviously him. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna put him in D tier. It was just painfully obviously him. Pain, eh. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. So yeah. And then I don't think we have any more characters from the first game. Those are all the characters from the first game, which feels like a whole lot less now that I'm looking at it compared to of the characters I do know. Like obviously I know a lot more of these characters because they appeared in anime, but appeared in the anime. I mean, a lot of them I don't know, but a lot of them I kind of do know, if that makes sense. So yeah. Anyways, guys. Sugar is still somehow live. Is she ending? Let me check. Oh my god, I think we both ended at the same time. Sugar! I just opened her chat and she's raiding me. Sugar! I'm ending. Sugar. I was literally just I was literally just about to raid you. Hello everyone. Hello Jax. Hello Robot. I was literally just about to raid you. And then I realized you were ending. Yeah. Okay. Wait, is Citron light? Hello, Worldwide Plunker and Antigone. These are butterflies. And you're yes, I am aware. Wait. Okay, we can try and raid Citron. Okay, let's raid Citron. Let's see. Is Citron even live? Yes, Citron's live. I think. Goodbye to you by the sound of it. Yeah, I think Citron's live. Is Citron live? Oh yeah, Citron's live. I keep forgetting to follow them. I keep forgetting to follow them whenever you raid Citron. But yeah, they're playing The Walking Dead. They're playing The Walking Dead in New Frontier. So yeah, we can all. Citron is ending. Is Citron ending? Actually ending. Oh no. Is Citron actually ending or not? No. Okay. We can raid Citron then. We can raid Citron then. Let's hope Twitch Studio isn't being temperamental and actually sends out the raid command. This is not sending out the raid command. I have to do it on my phone then. Twitch Studio, I don't know why, it's being temperamental today. So, yeah. Anyways, go and raid in Citron. Okay. Bye, guys. Bye-bye. Bye, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.